Well, good morning, good morning, good morning. It is 4 minutes past the top of the hour. It is hashtag Truth Be Told, JD Live. Yours truly, Joe Dupree, in the building from 100 BLK, the Black Station. And you can follow me at all the social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, X, YouTube. Uh, YouTube's a little different, but everything else is at the JDMS on YouTube. We are at 100 BLK Media, and we're in the building on this Tell the Truth Tuesday, 15th day of July. And let me start this off. I know on the East Coast from Virginia all the way up to New York, there's a lot of flash flooding going on, a lot of rain coming down. I want all my people on the East Coast to be careful. I know there are still people recovering from a lot of this bad weather that is going on all over the nation. Right now, even down in Florida, and speaking of Florida, I got Dapper Dan in the green room getting himself ready. You know, he's the cleanest brother I know on podcasting when it comes down to bow ties and when it comes down to cigars. But we're going to be bringing him on in a minute. But no matter where you at, if your weather is a little suspect, I want you to be careful as you get out and about on this Tell the Truth Tuesday, because I want to see you again on Work It Out Wednesday. So whatever you do, be careful. Take care of you. Like I said, I don't come in here by myself. No, I don't. Never do. Never do. Hashtag Truth Be Told, JD Live, your early morning get up, wake up. It's time to wake up. Wake up. Speaking of which, let's see how it's looking in the independent Republic of Miami. Brother Bowtie, how you doing, my brother? Good morning. Y'all put your hands together. Brother Bowtie is in the building. How you doing this morning, my brother?
Good morning, man. It's a nice day, nice day. We got a little weather down here, but it'll be all right. We're gonna have weather on and off really for the next couple of months. But speaking of preparedness, everybody need to get prepared, especially not only us in Florida because it's our hurricane season, but when it's our hurricane season, it's as well as Alabama, Louisiana, the whole of Gulf area hurricane season as well, though. But good morning, though, Joe. Hope all is well in Louisiana.
It is. It is. It is.
Okay.
We woke up this morning and you did bring up something that we might go down that rabbit hole for a minute. You need to stay ready where you ain't got to get ready.
Mm-hmm.
And so you might need to go ahead right now in your course of all the sunny days, get you some bug out bags together, get you some stuff together in case all hell breaks loose, that you're able to grab it quickly and make your way out the door. And that's the problem most of the times. That's where people wind up in situations where bodily harm comes in, folks get lost, paperwork gets lost because you don't expect tragedy to befall your abode. But
Mm-hmm.
sometimes that is what happens. So it's better for you to stay ready, then you ain't got to get ready. Get yourself some copies of pertinent documents and things of that nature. And guess what? The queen of positivity, she in Ohio. Ohio. And I
OH.
see, yeah, I see her. I see her. I see her. She tried to get everything ready. We got her in the green room. We're going to be bringing her on too. But listen, like I said, make sure, because this weather, you're right, it is that season of hurricanes. Right now, they got a storm brewing, kind of going to cross Florida and then jump into the Gulf. They saying it won't be nothing major, but we all know because we live on the Gulf Coast, which I call the third coast. You got the East Coast, West Coast, and then you got the third coast.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, this Gulf Coast, a little rain can cause a lot of havoc. A little rain can cause a lot of havoc. So, and not to speak about when that rain gets a lot of wind and other stuff going on with it. So, as the queen of pimping positivity gets herself together, I'm gonna let her take her time and get herself together. Um, that
Uh,
is one of the things we're gonna be talking about. Of course, we talked about it yesterday. I really don't want to talk about it a lot today, but it seems to be President Trump is seriously talking to all his people about this Epstein situation, and it looked like folks got their mind like, wait a minute, I'm with you, and you my president, and I voted for you, but that doesn't mean you can't release this information. This
mhm.
information needs to be released, and we don't believe that all of a sudden it just ain't nothing going on. And look at it. Listen, hold up before we even go there. Y'all two got y'all about to make me step up my game again because I used to come on here super clean. But y'all put your heads together for the queen of pimping positivity. Yeah, she in the building. She in the building. Look at there, look at there. There she go.
Mm.
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Alethea Crimmins. Good morning, Miss Alethea. How you doing?
Good morning. Tired. jet, jet lag is something serious. Whew.
I driving to Chicago, 970 miles.
That's crazy.
Try drive, hold it, and then turn it around the next day and drive it back. Hold on.
No,
You drive up there, you spend one night, and then you drive back. Hold it.
no.
Actually, it was actually 2,000. We drove over 2,000 miles because it was more than 970 miles. We actually did some things. So actually, we drove 2,000 miles, 1,000 there, 1,000 back.
Mm.
Give me that stack. Give me that stack. So
Mm-mm.
how's life in Ohio?
It is good. I'm getting ready for this event that I'm so honored to be a part of for the second year. I was going to be speaking here, and I will also be a celebrity judge for the Miss Wheelchair USA pageant, and this is a wonderful event for ladies with disabilities. So I'm extremely honored to be a part of this event another year.
That's what I'm talking about. Listen, y'all. So let me just put it out there. I know y'all already know. Miss Motivational Queen, she can come and speak at your event. She can host your event. She can do a lot of stuff, and she will bring positivity from the moment he lands to the moment he leaves. Now, this does come with a fee now, but the fee is worth it, and she worth every penny. To be exact, sometimes I want to tell her I think you ain't charging enough. But nevertheless, if y'all are looking for somebody to put a smile on people's faces, y'all better holler at my girl. You better holler at my girl. I'm just telling you. And if you need some bow tie, if you want to come in looking clean with some good tasting cigars on your way in the door, you better holler at your boy, Mr. Bowtie. He can take care of you. He can take care of you. Bowtie, I got something for you. Be exact, I got some folk that need to get with you. I need to tell you that as soon as we get off. But listen, support Alethea, support my brother Cope, Mr. Bowtie. And thank y'all for logging in. Share this with a friend. Tell a friend to tell a friend. It is hashtag Truth Be Told. JD Live, your early morning wake up. 11 minutes past the hour. Alethea, talk to me. What the women talking about these days? What y'all women talking about? What's the conversation amongst the women these days?
What are we talking
I'm
about?
curious. What y'all talking about? Because I know y'all ain't talking about what we talk about. We talk about football season getting ready to kick off.
Yeah,
We
we
talking
got
about,
less than 6 weeks.
yeah, we got all that. We talking all kind of crazy. We know that we ain't talking. I know what y'all talking about. Y'all talking about it's about y'all ain't got too much time, but them kiddies gonna be headed back to school. I know y'all talking about
That
that.
um a lot of the talk has been about re- relationships and knowing how knowing whether or not you really want to be in a relationship, what type of relationship that we deserve. Is dating yourself a real thing, which I think that it is.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Stop that. Stop the presses right there. Hold on. Hold on. Let me ask. Dating. Okay.
Yes,
So so
dating yourself.
I don't disagree with that, Alethea, because I think the first person you need to fall in love with before you fall in love with anybody else is you. I think that's the biggest problem.
Yes.
I think I'm gonna say that the best way I can say it. I think the problem is many a times you're trying to love everybody else and you don't love yourself. So
And
for the both
by dating yourself, you learn about you, you learn what you like, you learn your likes and your dislikes, because I can't tell you how to treat me right if I don't know how to treat me right.
right. You can't. You can't. You can't. You got to set the table. At the end of the day, when it comes down, people will give you what you tell them you want to have. And if you don't set the table, set the standards, and tell people this is where I stand in, hold it. Let's just go there. 14 minutes, excuse me, 14 minutes past the hour. You've got to, in a relationship, put everything on the table and don't assume anything. You got to say sexually, this is where we need to be. Intimacy, this is what, because intimacy and sexuality are two different things. You've got to tell your
Yes.
partner on the level of intimacy, this is where we need to be. This is what I expect in intimacy. This is what I expect in sexuality. This is what I expect in the relationship as a totality. And that's the problem. Many a times folks go
We
in and
don't
make
do that.
assumptions. They don't talk.
We don't
They
do
don't
that.
they assume because the optics look good that the spirituality and the other aspect of the relationship will position you to say that this is a good relationship. There's more to a relationship than optics. There's more to a relationship than optics. Brother Bowtie,
Correct.
you
Man,
be
it's
real
funny that
quiet.
you
Talk
got.
to me.
It's funny you guys talk about this. Last night was my first time going live on my TikTok.
Okay.
And I had like 6 people in my room. It was only supposed to be like me just testing out my mic. Man, we was on a TikTok live, I think, all the way to like 2 o'clock in the morning. We literally was
What?
on there for over 4 hours. And
Come
the
on now.
conversation was about relationships,
Mm-hmm.
men and women, and the difference and the balance. And me being Brother Bowtie, I think very, very unique and very, very different. But I'm very raw and truthful. So, the women, they kind of had me because it was like I was outmatched. It was like 4 women and I was the only man. And my good brother, Southman Larry, who's a known cook in Miami, he actually was on a Netflix TV show for cooking. He came and jumped in. And so it kind of balanced out. But the women, man, they didn't like what we were saying. But we're just trying to tell them the truth and understanding the truth. And more of the, I was giving them a solution. We tried a lot of things that failed us. And I think I said this last week on the show, like men done tried the hoeing. It failed us. It robbed us of a family and robbed us of a relationship. Women want to be our equal and show us that they could do the same thing. It robbed y'all of a man. It robbed y'all as a family. So it's like it's destroying it. But I said the sooner that we can accept truth and we can move on with some things, we'll be all right. And realize like some things ain't gonna never change. Like honestly, there's things that men do that they've been doing for thousands of years that we just can't stop. We don't have no control of it, but some way, somehow, I think someone believed that there's just a magic wand or the flip of a quarter, like, all right, turn that off. Don't find no other woman attractive. Nope, don't have no other woman in your
So
inbox.
what is the
Hey,
truth?
Wait a
I
minute.
am
Come
very,
on,
very
come with it,
curious
Alethea.
about
Come with it,
what
Alethea.
the like truth is because you keep speaking of said truth. What is
by
the
the way, you look,
truth?
Alethea,
Yes.
before we go on with this conversation, I just want to tell you, 2 weeks ago, I complimented you on this show, and it was before I joined the show. I said you look very beautiful, and I love your accent. I'm
Thank
not. I'm,
you.
I'm not attracted to you. I'm not trying to holler at you. I'm not trying to be your people. But your accent, and I know you have like a little slight speech impairment. Man, that
Yes.
thing is so beautiful the way that you listen. And I'm not, trust me, I'm not flirting. I'm being honest with you. I'm not flirting with you. But I just want to tell you that. But since you want to say the truth,
Yes.
Hold on. Before you
What is
go
that
there,
truth?
before you go there, brother
I had to
Bowtie,
drop my
sister,
head, Joe. You see, I had to drop my head, Joe.
hold it. Now let's just make this clear. Everybody's truth is their own personal truth.
Facts.
And sometimes people line up with Brother Bowtie's truth, Sister Alethea's truth, or my truth.
Why you
And at
rubbing your head, brother Bowtie? Like
because he about to
what's
come with
going
that.
on right
I
there?
come to bring the pain hardcore from the brain. Come inside my astral plane. Come on, Bowtie. So go
Let
ahead and
us
let's
know
get your
what's going
truth.
on.
From your point of view, what is your truth? Because
Yes.
as a man, I'm gonna maybe co-sign on some of your
Okay.
truth, and then I may not. So go ahead, let's bring it. Let's go.
All right, let me deal with something. Let me say this before hopefully I don't get there, if you understand. So, uh, oftentimes women come across men that have a lot of good traits and good qualities, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm one of those men. Like I provide, I protect, I take out the garbage. I'm good at helping raising kids. I'm good at helping with your family. I'm good at being compassionate. I'm obviously good at sex. Like I'm good overall. I'm real perfect. Should I say damn that perfect? However, though,
Okay.
I'm just gonna use me as an example.
Well, damn.
Oh, damn. Hey, if nobody else will toot your horn, you better toot your
Oh,
own damn
toot,
horn.
toot,
You got
toot,
toot,
toot, toot, toot,
But
toot, toot, my
sugar,
brother,
sugar,
toot,
sugar,
toot.
sugar, toot, toot.
do that. Go Tiger.
Do like Major Payne.
But let me take myself out of the equation. But there's men that just describe like myself. And what will usually happen that, sometimes men might flirt. He might even step out on his relationship and stuff like that. And women will take that as that's the worst thing that ever happened. They will ignore that he's a good father. He's good
Hold on.
financially.
But women
He's
do that. Women do that too. It's not exclusive to just men.
yeah. But
the diff-
here's the only difference though, Joe.
come on.
For some reason, a woman will destroy her family based off what a man done. That one thing that a man done. And when you get in a conversation with him, and I'm talking as a young man who has a lot of female relatives, like I'm talking about 8 aunts, 57 female cousins, 7 nieces. So I'm talking from experience. They will destroy their whole family when you ask them what did he do wrong. Only thing they can say is, oh, he stepped out, or it was a woman in his inbox. So in their mindset, they have this thought or this control that because I like you or because I love you, there's no room for no one else to like you and love you. And that might be true in their mind, but that's not reality. And oftentimes that when a woman steps out with a man, she actually market and branded him, and she actually makes him a lot more hard. I mean, like make it a lot more easier for women to find him attractive because the single woman who's seeing Alethea walk around with a man like, I gotta get Bowtie or I gotta get Joe. Alethea look good next to him. But here's my reality that I was gonna talk about. Before I was born, before Joe was born, before Joe daddy was born, before Joe granddaddy was born, before my great great granddaddy born, there's always been more women than men. And even though some people believe in poly and some people don't believe in poly, if you don't believe in poly, that means that you need to discipline yourself, especially emotionally, and realize that someone, and most of the time, there's going to be many women that find your man attractive. There's going to be many women that try to get your man attention. And you have some men who's very disciplined. I believe that I have been in both. I have been in a monogamous relationship and a poly relationship, but I have been very disciplined. When I say very disciplined, like when I was in a monogamous relationship, I have not tried to entertain another relationship with another woman. But some way, somehow, women will still get mad and upset at you because they'll probably go through your inbox. Or why she inbox you? I don't have no control of nobody inboxing me. Like I sell bow ties. I was hoping that was a new bow tie customer. And you can be as nice as you want. Like you can see that there's a woman flirting with you, and you were like, "Nah, I ain't even fit to go there." You won't even reply. But I have seen and I know women who has really destroyed their relationship, destroyed their family because they feel as if like no woman can even inbox their man. And I ain't saying it's right or it's wrong, but you can't control no aspect of what another individual do.
No,
Hold on. Come on,
you
Alethea. I
cannot,
need you in here. I need you in here
you
on this.
cannot
Talk to me.
control what they do, but you can control what you
What
do.
you do.
So,
Mhm.
so if they inbox you, no, I have no right to get upset. But if you entertain it, then
Mhm.
I'm like, well, why are you feeding them? Because I can, because I can let this stray cat come to my door, but if I don't feed that cat will not come back. So,
Mhm.
so if you're feeding this stray cat, it's going to keep coming back for more, and then now we have an issue.
So
Mhm.
hold on. I need to hold both of y'all there. So I want to bring this up to both of y'all. Just think about this. I have also my opinion on this situation. Here's how this opinion goes, because I think this is a very truthful observation and opinion. Here's what I've come to discover because I tested this myself in a conversation at a big party. Women assume that men are going to cheat.
We
Now,
do.
understand, as a man, it's damned if you do, damned if you don't. Watch this. When women are together and a woman is talking to other women, because I've seen this with my own eyes, like you, I have a lot of women in my family, and I was raised by 9 women. Here's how this conversation go. Girl, what's wrong? You don't look good. Yeah, Jim. I caught Jim cheating. Girl, you know them boys, them ends are dogs. They dogs. They dogs. That's man, please. Girl, please. And then they huddle around and they comfort and they speak and they drink and they talk and they figure out a way to uplift their sister in this time of trials and tribulation. Now watch this.
Bereavement.
Hold on. Same conversation, same women. Now watch what I said. Men is damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Mm-hmm.
Same sister. Hey girl, what's going on? Girl, you know Bob, right? Yeah, I know Bob. Whew. I love Jim. That's my husband. That's my boo. But Bob, do something to me, man. And I had to. What? You stepped out on Jim? Watch what they say next. What was Jim not doing to make you step out on him? Listen. Man cheats on woman, he a dog. Woman cheats on man. What did man do? Listen. 9 out of 10 times the response from her colleagues is, what did he do to make you go to the arms of another man? It ceases to amaze me that the fault in the whole picture is always on the man. If the woman, hold up. So I got that kind of power that I can make you, hold it. I'm a dog, but you're not a dog. But I have the power because of what I do or don't do. I make you all of a sudden transition your relationship into the arms of another man. That's where I have to always say there's a double standard in this thing. Yeah. If I'm a dog and I'm cheating, you a dog and you cheating, because the question is, men don't ask each other, well, what is it that your woman not doing to make you want to mess with this other woman? We never say, you never hear that conversation. Well, girl, you need to start doing this where that Negro won't be looking the other way. No, you never say that. It is automatically assumed that men just have wandering eyes. Women have wandering eyes. And
we do. And Alethea,
I'm going to throw it back at you. Most of the conversation, see, here's the problem. You brought up the perfect analogy with the cat, the stray cat. Women are cats, and most of the time men are dogs. A cat will be done pooed in your yard 20 times, and you won't say a word because cats cover up they poo. A dog will poo in your yard one time, and you will raise holy hell because dogs never cover up they poo. And the point about it is that is literally men and women. A woman will be done had 20 men, 5 of the men be done shuck your hand, 2 of them might even work with you, and you don't know a goddamn thing. But guess what? A man
we do it better.
Right, and that's the truth. Women
but I don't
better than men. Period.
Yeah,
Thank you, Alethea. Thank you.
We
and
do.
The point is, a man will change his whole aura when another woman comes into his stratosphere, because most men, and that's how most women will smell another woman on their man. Because we don't know how to do it. They know how to do it. I have seen women have their husband shake the hand of the man they just slept with. I've seen it with my own eyes. And the brother tell me, man, I like him. And it's funny because I might know what's going on. I'm sitting there going, this tricky thing. And then, brother turn around, the same brother. Hey, man, I like him, man. We might need to start going to the football game and hanging out with him on the golf course. I'm like, oh, my boy, my boy.
Come on. Women. So this is what I've learned, because I too have been on both sides of the spectrum. At the end of the day, and the women, they might have something to say, but I will tell the truth. Nobody can make you do anything that you don't want to do. So
tell the truth, Tuesday. Let's get it. Let's go. Say that again.
Nobody can make you do anything that you don't want to do. So if you step out on your partner, it's because you wanted to. They don't have to do anything. Okay, so they made you mad. So talk to them, fix it. But if you chose to step out, it is because that's what you wanted to do. It had nothing to do with that man. It had nothing to do with what that man did or didn't do, how that man made you feel. Ladies, be honest. You stepped out because you wanted to.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry, Bowtie.
You
I'm looking
know,
for an award. I'm looking for an award to give to Alethea. Alethea deserves, man. She deserves. Hey, that a woman, Alethea. That's why you are my sister from another mister. You told the truth, nothing but the truth. So help you God. And guess what? A lot
It's
of women
true.
are too busy lying to themselves, blaming men for everything.
I'm
When
not
the
gonna
truth
do that.
about it is, hold up. Here's what I've come to discover. If a woman make her mind up, ain't nothing you can do about it. I have
yeah.
At
seen
all.
women. I have seen
No.
women committed to, I'm going to sleep with that man, and they don't care who that man is. That man could be their sister's husband. If a
Mhm.
woman make her mind up, it's hard to stop her from doing what she need to do.
I got 2 pointers I want to make real quick,
Come on,
Joe.
come
Okay.
on, come on, come on, Bowtie.
One, I think we're flirting with something, and we're practicing something that's going to destroy love in our community. I'm not speaking for no other community. I'm just talking about us.
Black and
So
brown
right
folks, let's
now,
go.
I'm 40 years old. So my
Mhm.
generation of women, they're kind of messed up from the past generation of women because they fed them with a whole bunch of insecurities and a woman intuitions and everything like that. Now, what's crazy about my generation is the women gonna know how to survive, but they're gonna watch and they're gonna be selfish for the rest of their life, and they're not
Mhm.
gonna tell their little daughters or their little cousins or whoever, or young ladies like, "Hey, are you a wife? Let me show you how to be a wife." So we're about to raise a pretty much 3 or 4 generation of girls who's not going to be wives at all because they're
Mm.
not being taught how to be wives. They're not being
Mm.
groomed. The conversations not being had and stuff like that, and it's based off some of the issues that they went through as well as some of the fears and the doubts and the insecurities that their mom or their auntie or their grandma taught them and stuff like that. So right now, the conversation not been had at all for marriage at all. And then on the flip side of that, the other point I want to make is the woman that have cheated step out of her marriage. And I'm just gonna play with some names right
Or
quick. So don't
relationship.
don't don't
Because,
don't beat me
because
up, Alethea.
cheating is
Don't-
cheating no matter what level it is. If
Yeah,
it's on a
yeah, yeah. Don't
relationship,
don't don't
marriage,
beat
cheating is
don't
cheating.
don't beat me up, Alethea. But if a
Beat him up.
woman is
Because
if a
I'm
woman is
ready.
blessed to have if a woman is
Ready.
blessed to have a good man, I think she should appreciate that good man. And I'm not saying a great man or a superior man. I'm talking about a good man. Because the
Not a perfect
ratio
man,
to
because there's
men
no
or
perfect
women,
man or woman, right?
yeah, the ratio to men or women is, man, trust me, it's the odds is in our favor. And I'm
Mm.
not giving the okay for a man to go sleep with any and every other woman. But I'm saying if a woman is blessed to come across a good man, she need to learn how to appreciate him. And I'm not saying learn as if like
Right.
I'm telling you what to do. I'm trying to say like based off what you was taught before then. If you was never taught how to appreciate a man, then you need to teach yourself how to appreciate a man.
Oh,
Like I wasn't taught how to appreciate a woman because my father wasn't there. So what I had to do to groom myself, I had to watch my grandfather, my uncles, and stuff like that. So I learned how to appreciate women based off their actions and based off conversations with them. Go ahead.
hold on, brother. Before I bring Elijah in. So, in other words, Alethea and Brother Bowtie, before we go into sports for a brief moment, because Elijah looking like, oh my God.
Baby. Because
You
hold up.
hold it. You do not hold
Wait.
it. Hold on. Let's just be real about this. You do not treat a Rolls Royce or a Bentley like you do a Ford Fusion or a Hyundai
You
Sonata. I'm just saying.
facts.
And
Now,
sometimes
Facts.
you got to know, hold it. And
here's my
sometimes
point
you
for
got to know
returning
what
to
you got
Elijah,
yourself
though.
into. Come on.
It's very interesting for turn over to Elijah. I was telling the young ladies last night on TikTok. There are great men and there are superior men, but you guys not even in the room to talk to a
Mm.
great man or superior man. So if the only room that you get into in is to find a good man, then you need to learn how to appreciate him. So here's the most simplest example. A woman says she want a man like Bill Gates, or she wants someone like Barack Obama, or a man would say he want a wife like Oprah. Can you spend even $35,000 to go to one of their state dinners to be in a room with them?
Mm. Hold it. And it's not so much that you might want them. The question is, can you maintain them? I might can buy a Bentley today, but the question is, will I have that Bentley a year from today? Because just
Yeah.
getting the thing, hold it. Oh, somebody need to hear this. Getting a thing and maintaining a thing is
It's
two
two different
different
things.
things. Ladies and gentlemen, the great prophet himself of sports is now
Come
have
on,
arrived.
Elijah.
Brother Elijah with the
Wake up.
waves for days. Talk to me, baby. Talk
Ooh,
to me,
what's up,
baby. Talk to
Smooth?
me
I
now.
mean, do you need sports? I mean, I didn't.
Hold it. Elijah, let's go there. Hold up. So let's go there. We can put a little sports in it because one of the biggest conversations still in the sports world is Travis Hunter. And Travis Hunter just getting married. And because they had a certain type woman they wanted to see Travis with. I finally figured it out after having a good conversation with Shiloh Sanders. Me and Shiloh had a conversation. Shiloh said something that blew my mind. He said, there are women who look at the girl that Travis married and said she ain't the standard. She ain't because she ain't got the look. She ain't got the standard that they feel should be the standard for a brother like Travis Hunter. Though the truth about the matter is, if Travis Hunter wasn't who Travis Hunter was, them same sisters that talking that noise wouldn't even pay. If Travis Hunter was a trash can collector, half of them women who talk that noise about the girl he married wouldn't even talk to him.
So let's go back to the vehicle thing. So people can get mad when they see me pulling up in my Rolls Royce and be like, well, how did she get that? Or why did, but you don't know what I had to go through to get that. You don't know where I've been. You don't know how I struggled. You don't know what I had to do to get said Rolls Royce. So yeah, I am going to make sure that I take care of it because I had to go through some things in order to get this. So they can talk about this woman all that they want, but she has been through the mud with this man.
Come on.
And they don't know everything that she's been through with this man in order for him to choose her whenever he got to that level. He said, look, ain't nobody else rock with me like you. So I'm going to stay with you because you rocked with me whenever I had nothing.
Come on.
And you are still here. So, of course, I am going to give you that. But the issue is why people think that is not the standard. Brother Bowtie, since we are speaking truth, what happens is a good man can have a good woman when he ain't got nothing, and she will stand by his side, take care of him, wash his dirty drawers. But as soon as he get a little bit of something, he drops that woman to the side and gets something that he thinks he should have. But you gonna get rid of what was rotten for you when you had nothing.
You know, that's a good point. That does happen
That's
a
a
lot.
good point.
It don't happen all. It happens 8 out of 10 times. That goes down just like she said it, and I hate that.
And that's why
that reflects badly.
Yes,
that reflects badly on us as men. And Brother Elijah, we see that a lot in sports. Like, for example, think about the GOAT, Tom Brady. You know, then we got to start highlighting some of these successful relationships, because there are individuals who have attained fame, was there, didn't have nothing, got a lot, and stayed with the person that was with them day ones. You know, I give you a prime example. We didn't get to see him at Essence this year, Alethea, but I'm very good friends with, not very good friends, but I'm media friends. Every time I show up somewhere and do an interview, Morris Chestnut does an interview with me, because I'm one of the few folks that I've researched Morris, and we talk and we laugh and we talk about relationships. And, you know, a lot of folks don't even know who Morris's wife is. And he has been in a successful marriage for years. Him, Denzel Washington, prime example. Folks that women have gloated over. Oh my God, it's Morris. Oh my God, it's Denzel. But they have been faithful to their wives from the point of what we know as faithfulness. Because once again, nobody knows what goes on when the door closed. And if you are a good man and a good woman in a good relationship, folk ain't supposed to know what's going on in your house when the door closed.
Yeah,
exactly.
Ain't nobody.
And you know, but you know, at the same time, Joe, I don't think we do a good job in our community actually idolizing as well as worshiping and praising good relationships. You
That
know,
part.
we look for something to go wrong. When
Right.
I say we look, like all my life, I have an issue with the movie Selma. All my life, I thought nothing but great things of Dr. Martin Luther King. And what black women got out of the movie Selma was Martin Luther King cheated.
Hold it. But hold on, brother Bro Top. But since we are on Tell the Truth Tuesday,
Yeah, we are.
here's what we got to really be real about. And brother Elijah, I'm getting ready to go to you. The truth is the truth, no matter how you slice it. See,
Yeah.
that's what I was trying to make earlier. The truth, sometimes when it comes down to how we are perceived as men, is not the same truth when the shoe is on the same foot with a woman. A man get caught cheating, there's all kind of criticism, there's all kind of, he a dog, take half, do this, do that, do this. But when a woman gets caught cheating,
She's a
it's
victim.
automatically the first word out of most women's mouth when a woman gets caught cheating is, what did he do to make you go cheat?
She has to be a victim.
Right. What? Hold it. I set this house on fire. Now let me run outside the house and swear to God I'm the burn victim. Oh my God. Oh my God. Baby, you like Alethea said, you made a choice. You wanted to do whatever it is you wanted to do. And if you got caught in the process of doing it, it is what it is. Sometimes you just got to raise your hand and say, baby, I wanted him. He wanted me. We got it on. And I made here's the difference.
You just got to self accountability.
Hold on. Here's the difference, in my opinion, between a good person who can take accountability and responsibility. When you do whatever it is you do, just raise your hand and say you did it. The why, the point is you did it. Like Alethea said, you made up your mind. Because the truth about it is there's probably a lot of mitigating circumstances and factors that made you do what you did. But at the end of the day, you got free will and you did exactly what you wanted to do. My good friend all the way from the great country of Germany, close to Berlin. He said, I asked if a man cheat, should he lose custody of his kids or be punished and have a partner who was cheating, get more time in divorce with the kids. Cheating is cheating. Regardless who does it, at the end of the day, the world is never going to be fair to a man. At the end of the day, we just like in the Garden of Eden, I hate to say it, it was the snake that talked to the woman that told her to eat the fruit. She ate the fruit. Then she convinced the man to eat the fruit. But when the man who gave the order showed up, he didn't ask for the snake or the woman. Who he asked for? First words out of his mouth. He didn't say, Eve, snake, talk to me. He went straight to the person he gave directions to and said, Adam, let me ask you a question, brother. Where you at? Because I gave you some specific instructions and you didn't follow them.
So
Elijah, young brother here, talk to me.
Yeah, because you are in the younger dating spectrum. So how does this work for you dating in this day and age?
I feel like the most successful relationships is the ones you don't see. Like how you just talked about Morris Chestnut, the way you just talked about Denzel. The most successful relationships is the ones you don't see because, be honest with you, okay, like I stated a couple weeks back or last week when a Nelly and Ashanti TV show, I don't care. But I saw a clip up there. They were talking about Nelly don't like to change diapers. I mean, that's not big, right? But you're putting your problems out there. So the next guy who sees Ashanti, hey, I like to change diapers. I know your man at home don't like to do it. You're putting your problems out there.
Right.
So somebody else can see. When you don't put your problems out there, there's nobody that can know what's going on. That's like when you
They went in on him because of that, because he did not want to, but he solved the problem because he hired a nanny who changes diapers.
But keep it, instead of keeping that between Nelly and Ashanti,
now the whole world know.
All right, so you shouldn't be with him. He's not a family man because he don't change diapers. We don't care about your 2 cents. Put them back in your pocket. First of all, she married the guy. She knows what's going on. But that's what happens when you go into a public relationship, and that's what my generation is doing. And it's like when they do that, then next thing you know, our generation is seeing so many people break up to make up and go to the next person and be like that. I mean, even look at Megan Thee Stallion. I think. Well, I'm not even going to go to Megan Thee Stallion. Look at Klay Thompson. Klay Thompson announced
Megan Thee Stallion.
he was with Meg. He was with Megan Thee Stallion, But I didn't know. Listen, I didn't know Klay Thompson dated that many girls. One of the girls that they said he dated was Coco Jones. I said, ain't no way. But you know what? He keeps his life private until that situation happened with Megan. Now that's on the public rise. But he keeps his situations and his stuff private because that's how it's supposed to go. Like when you let everybody in your life, everybody has an opinion if you should be together or you shouldn't be together, and that's not their business. There's nobody
Hey,
So
brother Elijah, hold on, Sister Alethea. Before you say anything, I'm throwing it right to you, Alethea. Brother Elijah said something that I hope folks really caught. This might be salvation to your relationship. The problem is you have allowed folks inside your circle who are not in your corner. You have allowed opinions and individuals to interject into your conversation of your relationship who really don't want the best for you. Once again, if I'm eating junk food, I can't expect to have an Adonis body. Whatever you eat and consume, that's probably what you're going to be. So you got to watch who you let into your relationships. I got people who want to join. If you want to join in on the conversation, there's a phone number. I'm actually going to put it out there. So in case you do want to join, you can actually join the StreamYard. If you want to jump in, because if you want to put your face into place, I just put it out on Instagram. I'm getting ready to put it out on Facebook. Look, if you want to get in on the conversation, come bring your cell phone in on this camera. We will take you in. Go ahead, Sister Alethea.
Elijah, I'm very curious because Brother Bowtie basically told us that he was perfection when it came to being a man. So I want to know what I, j- I want to know what
Perfection.
you look for in a woman and what makes her perfect to you, or if there is such a thing in your eyes, because most times women don't know what we don't know. So if we don't know what you're looking for, like you're just pulling cards out of a deck, like you don't really know. So what is it that you're looking for that you feel makes a woman your perfect match?
Elijah, and before we go there, let me go ahead and save you in case this is the question. The question is, are you in a relationship? If you are in a relationship, go ahead and describe that woman you in a relationship with.
Yeah. I mean, yes.
Save him.
I'm actually engaged. You see that light
Hey.
going on? That's her about to leave the house. But I could just be honest. So she actually, it's her personality that got me. I mean, first of all, she gotta look good. She caught my attention by looking good. That's what it was.
Yeah,
But
optics is always rule number one. Come on.
the thing behind it though was her personality, her work ethic, and the way how she wants the same kind of things I want, being equally yoked. I mean, there's things that we both agree on, there's things that we disagree on, but the things that we really find important with one another is the things like, okay, I know my job, I work late, she gets off early, so can trust is one. Can I trust you? I mean, you're gonna be in this house by yourself. I don't know what's going on when I'm not home, but I trust her. It's nothing that I can't do when I'm not here. So, but I trust her. That's one. But two, what she really did was for me, really made me feel like, okay, Elijah, you can keep going. There was times where I didn't want to continue this career. There was a lot of times I didn't want to continue my career. But she was sat there right beside me and told me, like, with the stuff that you did, you're built for it. The early mornings, the late nights, and vice versa. Like the way how you love what you do, especially when you talk about sports or when you interact with some of these kids and athletes. The way how you don't just talk about ball, you talk about like life with them. And I think that's like something that's your passion, and you should keep going. And that stick to me because that shows that she sees my vision, and I see what her vision is. Now I'm gonna be completely honest. What we do is two different things. She does IT, and I'm going to tell you right now, IT makes a lot of money. Now I don't know how many. You know what I'm saying? That makes a ton of dollars if she knows what she's doing. And I'm not lying. She's climbing that ladder right now and seeing what she can do because she actually works for the University of Tennessee right now. And yes, she understands that's still behind the scenes.
She in that money because that orange run that state. I promise you that.
So again, like I said, but we equally yoke on what our decisions are and what we like to do, and that's for everybody. But the thing that we really keep our relationship private. Nobody really knows that I'm engaged. Nobody knows that I'm engaged.
They know now.
They know now.
Well,
You know,
brother Elijah, I got to give you a crown, and that crown is straight on your head, and I got to bow before you, King, and tell you that's the formula right there. And you talking king talk, because you've been around other kings, and you done seen the good, the bad, and the ugly. See, that's as a king, that's what we got to do around these young kings. We got to show them the good, the bad, and the ugly, just like with the queens. The queens got to show them the good, the bad, and the ugly. Here's why. The good tells you this is what I need to take and this is what I need to do. The bad and the ugly makes you say this is what I don't need to take, nor this is what I don't need to do. Here's why. Everything people serve and put on the table, you ain't supposed to eat it because everything ain't for you to eat. So you got to know what's best for you and what's not best for you. Go ahead, Alethea.
So, and women are probably about to be in my inbox eating me up, but I speak the truth. So a lot of times we want these perfect relationships with these perfect people, but women, we need to ask ourselves and evaluate. We want this perfect relationship, but are you relationship material? Are you ready to be in said perfect relationship? Because you want XYZ, but can you give XYZ? Are you ready for XYZ? Can you, like Joe said, maintain XYZ? Because most of the time women get into these relationships like with brother bow tie. Like we'll get into a really good relationship and then we realize that we don't really want a relationship. Like we just thought that it looked good, but once we're in it and once we have to do everything that comes with being in a relationship, that it's like, oh well, we don't really want that because you are not relationship material. So you have to understand and you have to ask yourself, are you relationship ma- material? Are you worth being in a relationship with before you put yourself out there? And a lot of times women, we do want to see, if you are still in I want to see if the grass is greener, then you're not ready to be in a relationship.
well, I think honestly, like relationships, and then can I get like 3 minutes of sports? But
Come on.
relationships, I think to me, it's like it's a continuing phase because it's a friendship that turned into a dating thing, and then
Yes.
living with somebody else is like that's another relationship, a whole other relationship. So it's like it just keep going and it keep going, and the more you go, the more you know, and the more you know is the more like if you want to do this or not. But I just hope that in those months or that time period that you're getting to know that person, you realize it before it goes way too far. So I just think that you have to be ready to keep shedding skin like a caterpillar because the first one is the friendship, the second one is their relationship, the third one is living together. And then I don't have kids yet, but when I have kids, that's probably another thing. That's another
Right.
Oh
relationship.
yes.
Right. There's
Oh,
layers.
yeah.
There's different
Layers
levels
to everything,
and different layers. Right.
Right.
So go ahead. Hit us with some sports, brother.
Oh
Hit
man,
us
just
with
real
some.
quick, man. So I know the home run derby yesterday. I know you saw some home runs go over your house, Joe. A couple of balls went through the fence. It went high. But I know my man won that. I can't think the guy from Seattle. It just slipped my mind. He won. But I want to get to LSU because I know you guys live in this. Well, I know you live in the state of LSU. I'm not sure where you're at, brother Bowtie. I'm not sure.
He in Miami. He Gator Chomp. SEC
All right.
Gator
Well,
Chomp.
the Gators didn't talk. I don't think the Gators talked yet, but I know LSU talked yesterday, and I want to get to this with Garrett Nussmeier. Garrett Nussmeier, who's recently engaged. I'm actually met his fiance. I met him in person. Said yesterday that he didn't leave LSU because he didn't see no other guy leading this team to a championship because he feel like this is a championship roster. Now they do have a lot of guys returning. Brian Kelly's motivated. On the sticker on the wall, he went out there and put it. that beating Clemson will be you got to go 1-0 because they haven't ever won 1-0 in Brian Kelly's era yet. The important is that. But I got to ask you this. Him saying that out loud of, I want to win a national championship, we want to go and beat Clemson, and you're saying it on a public thing, a public site where everybody can see it, is that something good or bad for a team? Like, I mean, you know your goals inside the locker room, but is it good to publicly say it, or is it bad to publicly say it?
I think, and this is just my opinion, I'm gonna flip it over to Bowtie. Once again, you got to, if nobody gonna toot your horn, you better toot your own horn. You got to understand, the bullseye gonna be on your back regardless. This is collegiate football in the SEC, and there's only really two divisions in collegiate football. That's the Big Ten and the SEC. So the truth about the matter is, yeah, you said what you said. Now you got to stand on business. Now you got to stand on business, because every game you play, there's gonna be a linebacker, an edge guy, somebody, a safety who can't wait to put that hat on you and go, come here. Now win this national championship. Come here. And they gonna mean it. When they hit you, they gonna try to shake every bone in your body, because they remembering the comment that you made. But every time you throw one of them passes and you hit one of them receivers, or y'all running into the end zone, you gotta look at folks and like, yeah, I said it and I'm standing on business. See us at the end of the year when we post up that trophy, period.
Yeah. And I think he already set his ultimate goal out. I think he just want to beat Clemson. I don't even think he want to win a championship. Truth be told, don't beat me up, Joe. I don't think Louisiana going to win a championship for the next 6 or 7 years, to be honest with you. But however, though, one thing that I often say, a male pride and ego will always destroy him. So his goal is he have some kind of issue with Clemson, whatever, since he been a football fan since he was a child. And that's okay. But I guarantee you, his whole football, all what it is, 13 or 12 games he going to play this year, the only game he going to get 120% is when they play Clemson. So I don't think that, well, as I said, I don't think they're a championship team, but but I don't mind him tooting his own horn, but your pride and ego will always humble you and destroy you, though, but yeah.
Okay.
I do see the Gators going to the championship, though.
Hold it.
You know what?
Y'all coach used to coach. I used to know your coach personally. And a lot of folks don't know the coach that coaches the Gators started off at a HBCU. He started off at a historically black college.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he did.
We can fire him, though.
You don't like Billy?
Nah.
Okay. Alethea, your opinion as a mother watching this thing, and sometimes though you know nothing about sports, I know you'd be like, that's my baby out there playing.
I don't.
So at the end of the day, if your son said, I'm gonna beat him and I'm gonna beat all of them, what you gonna say? Baby, go beat him.
because if you don't think highly of yourself, then who will? Like that and I don't think that's being conceited. I think that is having confidence in yourself, knowing the skills that you bring to the table.
Okay, time out. Let me say this though, Elijah, since we own the sports, watch this. Nussmeier said what he said. See how the media reacted. Had that been Shedeur Sanders saying the same thing, I promise you the media would have came up with a different reaction. I hate to bring the race card into, let me hold it. I hate to pull out the race card. But the truth about the matter is there is a different standard now. Nussmeier said what he said. The media saying what they saying. Had that been Shedeur or some confident young black man saying the same thing, the response would have been, look at this cocky, arrogant, knock his head off.
Yeah. I mean,
but I feel like if you are going to talk that talk, then you damn sure better know how to walk that walk, because the minute that you don't, people are going to remind you of what you said.
Mm-hmm.
But so I think you need to know how to walk it.
And I think honestly, Alethea, how you said you got to walk that walk. I think that's what Brian Kelly's trying to do, because honestly, him starting 0-1 for the past 3 years, they lost to Florida State the first year, Florida State again the second year, and then University of Southern California the third year. That's what eventually held them out of the playoffs. And I think that, he's trying to be like, look, if we win this first game, I think we can get into the playoffs. And I think he's trying to speak that into existence. I think the power's in the tongue, what he's trying to do, but that doesn't mean he's going to show up on the football field for 4 quarters. I mean, he's just trying to motivate his team, be like saying the first game is important. And Clemson, who is a highly ranked team, and people are looking at Clemson like they can be in the playoffs, well, because they were in the playoffs last year, but they can get back in there.
Are they playing Clemson? Are they playing Clemson at a neutral site, or where are they playing Clemson at?
They're playing them at Clemson. They're playing them in South Carolina.
If LSU, listen, okay, Bowtie, if LSU goes to Clemson, beats Clemson at Clemson, the SEC is a gauntlet. Let's just call it what it is. The reason the SEC normally does not do well in the playoffs is because they beat themselves up all season long. You got to understand, if you are LSU, you got to go through a Florida, you got to go through a Georgia, you got to go through a Alabama, you got to go through a Texas, you got to go through a Oklahoma. Oh my God. Did you hear some of these teams I mentioned? Wait a minute. Hold it. And watch this. I can take South Carolina, I can take Mississippi State, and I can take Vanderbilt along with Missouri and take them to almost any conference and raise straight hell with the worst of the SEC. I'm just saying, bro, it's a gauntlet. If you come out SEC champions, let me tell you something. You done went through a gauntlet. You done literally went through hell with gasoline draws on and survived.
Yeah. And I don't think Clemson's going to be that good this year. It's just that Clemson, with certain schools, they play against their rivalries real hard. My Gators was off for like 2 years, but however, they did show up to play hard against schools that they, who's our rivalry. So we always going to show up and play hard against LSU. That's one of them. Georgia Bulldogs, which is our number one rivalry. So, and FS in the state of Florida, all Gators fan hate Seminoles and Hurricanes. So, so we always going to show up, hard to play against our rivals. But I don't see LSU beating Clemson at Clemson. Now, if they've met in the middle, I give LSU a chance. So they played in Baton Rouge.
Listen, I hate to tell you this because I look at defensive rankings, and let me tell you something. LSU got some. Last time I saw LSU with a defense like this, Nick Saban was there. Now, this is going to speak to the coaching qualities of one Brian Kelly. Let's just call it what it is, Elijah, because a lot of folks in Baton Rouge feel about Brian Kelly like a lot of folks in Knoxville feel about their head coach in Tennessee. It ain't the team, it's the coach.
It's the coach.
And guess what? If they don't go all the way this year, there will be some U-Haul trucks in front of one Brian Kelly's house packing his stuff, getting ready to get him out there, just like the coach at Florida in Gainesville. If Napier don't do it this year, I got a funny feeling there's going to be some two men in a truck.
Don't worry, I already got my truck. I'm going to help him move out. I need him gone.
But I like what Florida got down there with DJ Lagway.
Yeah, Lagway the man. The only issue with Florida, I think Florida has a great team, but our coach is just like the Miami Dolphins coach. He want to be cool with his players.
Yeah, but
I'm in the chat and they saying that the coach be going to the bars with them and stuff like that. Like, man, but
different time, Bowtie. So hold on, Alethea. Here's what we're gonna do. It's 2 minutes after. What is your you got stuff to do today, don't you?
I do.
Okay,
I do.
So we're going
week long.
So we're gonna give Alethea a moment to get some
hold on, Alethea. You said that too smooth. I mean, what you got going? Where you at? Where you going?
She in Ohio. She in Buckeye Terre. Are you in Columbus? Where you at?
I am. Well, my wife was like, "Oh, we in Akron where LeBron James is." Yeah, that's
you in Akron.
that.
Okay.
Yes.
She in Ohio. She in Ohio. So we're gonna give her some closing words, and us fellas gonna stick here because we got to keep this conversation going for a minute. Give us some closing words, Alethea, Miss Pimpin' Positivity. Talk to me.
Do what you can do when you can do it, but just make sure that what you are doing is for you. So do what you do when you can do it, but just make sure that what you are doing is for you, because your life is your own and you do not need a PowerPoint when you want to choose you. Okay, so choose yourself. Do not put off for tomorrow what you can do today. Continue being great in their face, and y'all have a good day on purpose. You're welcome.
Same to
Girl,
you,
please.
love.
You have a good one too. That's why I'm talking about. Now, back to the triangle here. Back to the triangle. Y'all give it up. That was Miss Alethea Crimmins. We will be back tomorrow for Work It Out Wednesday. The truth about the matter, Elijah, in this sports thing, you never really, it's like Forrest Gump. Forrest is like a box of chocolates. And sometimes you really don't know what you got until you bite into it, because in the Big Ten and the SEC, there's always that factor of who you least expect to beat you be the one to beat you. LSU run through everybody, then all of a sudden they play a Vanderbilt, and Vanderbilt wakes up and says, guess what? We're going to play big boy SEC football.
And we
all of
finna
a
put
sudden
this belt on your ass.
Oh, right. We're going to put belt to ass, and you going to be like, we just got beat by Van. Listen, it happens in the SEC all the time. Florida winds up playing somebody crazy like a South Carolina, a Mississippi State, somebody you least expect them to win. I didn't even bring up Texas A&M. Do you understand what's in the SEC? I did not even say Texas A&M. You didn't even hear me say Texas A&M. Bruh, there are teams that when you least expect it in the SEC, they can put belt to ass, and you sitting there going, you a
It's
new
always,
me.
the one thing I do like about the SEC. We play big. You know, we're known for having big players and playing hard and stuff like that. But what's always interesting is the playoff times, because it'd be the most interesting team that you didn't even think. Like, you'll be having a conversation like, yeah, all right, yeah. We gonna beat them, and then you show up like, you wake up, or you be looking at be in the cigar lounge. What? Vanderbilt upset it. Who? Like say it's like Miami Hurricanes. What's the name of that school? Where you at, Elijah?
Tennessee.
Middle Tennessee. I never heard of that goddamn school until they beat Miami Hurricanes 2 years ago. But
Hey,
it be
hey, Bowtie, these days in time, and it started back when Appalachian State started putting belt to ass. People were like, who App State? App State said, we're going to show you who we are. We're going to show you who we are. See, with this NIL and with now these young men saying, I don't have to go to a name brand school to be a household name or to be a great player. See, these kids are now going, these kids don't mind going to these little schools because they say if we get the right team together and we get our mind right, we can beat anybody.
Yeah, and we have a lot of Hall of Famers that came from some small schools or HBCUs. You know, T.Y. Hilton, Shannon Sharp.
Come on,
you know, yeah, you know, we have some nice, you know, they just need the opportunity. You know, Jerry Rice, Mississippi Valley State. You know, the only thing that I kind of had an issue with Deion.
Sweetness, hold on, Sweetness.
Yep,
Sweetness himself. Come on now.
Only thing that I had an issue with Deion Sanders with when he left Jackson State is he left egotistically, like he usually do stuff, because he has an ego problem. And I ain't talking bad about it, but I'm just calling a spade a spade.
You can't stand the Florida State Seminole anyway, so keep talking.
But I wish the brother would have kept the spirit and a love for HBCUs after he left. I think he should have still been marketing, telling people, hey man, like still talk about HBCUs. I'm telling you the reason why. Because I believe what he was doing, he was setting HBCUs up. Because there was a lot of kids just going to any HBCU. I can't go to Jackson State, let me go to another HBCU, because HBCU is the new movement. So it's like him leaving, he stopped the movement. And I believe that if the movement would have continued, for sure some HBCUs would have upset at some SEC schools.
I think that right now the movement is still there. Now, he was what I call the resurgence, because I work with this man. He was the resurgence, the rebirth, and the modern day Eddie Robinson. Now, folks at Grambling can get mad at me. My fellow Gramblingites can say blasphemy, but I'm telling you, he was the resurgence, the rebirth of a modern day Eddie Robinson. He was nowhere with the coaching skills that Eddie Robinson had. Eddie Robinson had for real coaching skills. I see the Mike Vicks at the Norfolk State. I see people like that as these more professional players begin to come back and coach collegiately and do it at HBCUs, I think this
Mhm.
HBCU thing is going to continue to show that they have
Yeah.
talent too.
Well, we
Once
have Eddie
again,
George at
right,
Tennessee, right?
at Tennessee State. But at the end of the day, we got to call it what it is. When it comes down to HBCUs and PWIs, it's the dollar. It's the dollar. I'm
Yeah.
telling you right now, at the end of the day, it's the dollar. And you got to understand when you walk into, and I walk into it at least once a month, if not twice a month. When I walk into Southern University's facilities, and then I go less than 20 minutes down the road to LSU, there is a difference.
Oh, I know. I can imagine.
From the moment you walk into LSU's facility, especially where the players dress out,
Yeah.
there is a difference. And guess
Man,
what?
the first house I had is 4 blocks from the only HBCU in Miami, Florida Memorial University.
Come on now.
And I used to walk there just to exercise at Florida Memorial University. Yeah, I think it sit on probably like 15
A block? A block?
15. Yeah,
Right.
you know.
Maybe a block.
Then I drive 25 minutes to University of Miami. I'd be like, it'd be like
To
a
you.
Latin. A
Hold it.
whole
And
new
I can hold it.
world.
Hold it. And I can testify to that because my oldest daughter got her postgraduate degree at the U. And when I showed up at the U, I was like,
Yeah,
oh
man,
my God.
that thing is.
I've been to Miami 3 times, and I never seen the University of Miami.
Don't worry, you seen University of Miami. You've been to Miami. You've been pretty much all the hospitals in Miami is ran by University of Miami.
Yeah, but I've never seen the campus. I never went to the school because I never seen the Dolphin Stadium because I heard it's on the north side. I think.
Yeah, the Dolphin Stadium in the black community.
Yeah, see, I seen the Marlins. I seen the Miami Heat because Miami Heat right next to
Okay.
South Beach. But I
Yeah,
never seen the Dolphins.
Yeah, to get to the Miami Dolphin Stadium, you got to come in the hood where you good. You know, we all right. But however, though, this is what's interesting about where the Miami Dolphin Stadium. Not only is it located in the largest black city in the state of Florida, but it's more of the upscale, or should I say, some people call it the uppity black people of Miami and stuff like that. But it's a real good black neighborhood and stuff like that. It's called Miami Gardens, so it's a real beautiful neighborhood.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
Jazz in the Gardens.
Jazz in the Gardens. Yeah,
known for Jazz in the Garden. Be exact. I need you to get me the information when the next jazz. I'm coming down for Jazz in the Garden.
Got you.
It's off the chain. I'm
Nah,
actually
so
going
we
to tell you
gonna
right
do-
now. I'm coming to
So
stay
we're
with
gonna
you.
do
I'm
Elijah.
coming
Our
to stay with
schedule's
you.
gonna be
Bow
busy
tie.
next
I ain't
year.
even go get a hotel. You might well just get me a bedroom ready. I'm coming to
Got
stay with you.
Our schedule gonna be busy next year, Elijah. So we gonna come. Y'all gonna come to Jazz in the Gardens, and then we gonna end up going to the Essence
Right.
Festival. Got you.
Hold it. And you're going to be down for some event in the Caesar Superdome. I just feel it in my bone. Where's the national championship being played this year?
National
Because
championship.
it was played.
It was in Atlanta last year.
Right. So where's it going to be
Oh,
played
Miami.
this year?
It's in Miami.
Miami. Hold it. National championship in Miami. So
It's in
we'll all
I
be
don't-
down in Miami
Yeah,
for the
national
national championship.
Let's do it.
But you know what? I joke with some of my Louisiana friends, my media guys, and told them like, Tennessee gonna play LSU Sugar Bowl
For the
So
SEC championship.
well, if it's in the SEC championship, that's in Atlanta, so I wouldn't mind going there either. But I was like in the Sugar Bowl in the playoffs, so I could come back to Louisiana for like.
Woo, boy. If Tennessee play, ooh, boy. Listen, it's going to be a lot of excitement in college sports, college football, and the countdown is on. We are literally our first game. Hold on. Our first
Less
game.
than 6 weeks.
Hold it. Our first game, my first game with the Southern University Jaguars is on August the 23rd. I will be in Atlanta, Georgia for the SWAC MEAC Challenge. I saw you do the bow ties for North Carolina. Guess what? They
I got
about to get a
Southern.
Jaguar on their ass.
Yeah, I got 3 Southern bow ties on my website.
Come on, come through SU. We coming down to Atlanta. It's gonna be a Jaguar on that ass.
Now,
Jaguar
I
Nation is coming.
have a question for you, Joe.
Talk to me.
What is the baddest band in Louisiana? HBCU band.
Man, the baddest band in Louisiana. Now, the baddest band is really, and this is hard for me to say this for a lot of reasons, but
The
truth
orange and
be
green,
told-
right?
Hold on. Truth be told,
I know what he's gonna say.
truth be told, it's the
I know what
human
he gonna
jukebox. I hate to tell you,
I
the
agree.
human jukebox, something serious. Now, only to be followed by very closely the world fame. I'm just saying the reason the human jukebox to me is three bands that you're gonna always throw in the conversation. Well, four bands in the swag. You're gonna bring up the human jukebox, the world fame, J State, because J State, Dion even put the band on the map.
Yeah.
And you got to talk about it. Though a lot of folks don't talk about it. It's Alcorn. Alcorn, hey, sounds man, hey, Alcorn about that life. When you come, listen, if you want to talk the fifth quarter competition, forget football, them bands be going at it at the end
they
of the
be
game.
going at it. Yeah, most
Hump me
for
up.
sure.
And then we ain't even talked about the newest addition to the SWAC, them boys in Tallahassee. FAMU.
Bam.
Oh, they
like
the
to,
swag now?
you know,
They in
yeah, but
yes.
you know, in my mind, Joe, that's number one.
Who the baddest man? Who the baddest HBCU
You just
band?
said it.
Who, the human jukebox?
No, FAMU.
FAMU, the 100. The 100.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now at the FAMU, I'm gonna go jukebox, then JSU.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
all I know when it comes down to Tallahassee is
by me
strike,
being in the band, I'm
and
gonna be honest
strike
with you.
again.
By me being in the band, what the difference between Jackson State and Southern University is jukebox, they have quality. Like you can
Woo.
actually hear it. It sounds beautiful, it's in tune. Jackson State, they blast real hard. So you're going to hear them wherever the hell they go at, because it seems like they only blast their music. But the jukebox, the quality of music, like you're able to actually put the song together a lot more quicker. So it's like if you didn't know what song they was playing, you can figure it out real quick.
I never seen a HBCU shut down an SEC stadium like I did when Southern played LSU and the jukebox literally shut down Death Valley.
Yeah.
Shut it down.
Let me wake y'all up, cause y'all sleep a little bit. I mean, I respect the human jukebox and FAMU van, but come on, man, Benedict, where I went to school, Benedict College,
listen, I didn't say nothing.
Okay.
I didn't say
Let me
nothing.
stop playing, man. Let me tell you, the band.
The MEAC? What division is that?
We the MEAC.
Okay.
We're not the SWAC now. We're not the SWAC. I'm sorry, man. We the MEAC. We the MEAC.
Okay.
We don't get to see Dion and Southern and you guys and Grambling, but we get to see Savannah State and them boys, But look, that band right there.
College dope.
That band right there. That's a band, man. I mean, I was going to games. We was playing South Carolina State, and we were getting beat 70-6. But that halftime show,
it was over. It was over. Hold it. Now, watch this. That shows you how Benedict turned around when they got a coach that was a former Jaguar.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Come on now. Y'all coach with his Q self is over there raising hell a bit. Is he still there? Is he gone?
He gone with the South Carolina State.
That's right. Oh, Chestnut. He did. That's right.
Yeah, he tried to go.
Yeah, he went to the Bulldogs. Yeah, he went to the Bulldogs.
Okay.
He tried to go to your school. He tried to go to Southern, man.
Okay. Hey, well, listen. Y'all get ready. Football is in full effect.
You don't have no respect for Grambling at all, Joe?
Man, that's hard to say, because if I go out my studio and go 2 rooms over, hanging on the wall is a piece of paper that says Grambling State University. Let me say the following. I love Grambling. I've seen some things. This year will be interesting. I believe that the SWAC championship will be between probably 4 teams. Jackson State. I don't think Jackson really stands a chance this year, but I'm looking at Alabama State, Jackson State, Grambling, and Southern. I might throw FAMU in the equation, but I just don't think FAMU's got. I got to see how this quarterback at FAMU going to work out. It's going to be interesting. This SWAC MEAC challenge. This SWAC MEAC challenge is going to tell me a lot on the 23rd.
Joe, I do have something I want to do, and hopefully time may you got to let me know the dates, but for like the last 8 or 9 years, I've been telling myself every year I want to go to the Bayou Classic.
Come on down. Come on down. This year, I think the Bayou Classic is going to be special because I think Gramblin's going to have a great year. I think Southern's going to have a great year. And it might be one of those years that the West champions, because the East champions play the West champions, and I think the Western champions may be decided at the Bayou Classic. Whoever wins that may be the ones who go to the SWAC championship.
Okay.
It's going to
Do you
be
have the dates
interesting.
for it? Do you have the dates for it yet?
It's always Thanksgiving weekend.
Thanksgiving weekend. Okay.
Thanksgiving weekend. So I do have the dates to be exact. Let me give you the dates.
All right.
'cause
So I don't celebrate Thanksgiving. So I mean, I might just hit the road probably Wednesday and just come to your house and drive. Well, you don't stay close by
I'm 2
the
hours.
Superdome.
I am 2 hours away. But what we
Okay.
will do is hold on. Let me see here. I'm gonna tell you the dates. The dates for the Bayou Classic. I show up in New Orleans on the 28th of November. And it's the 28th. I'll be there the 28th of November to Sunday, November the 30th. So the Bayou Classic is actually on the 29th. The actual
Okay.
game is on the 29th.
Okay, got you.
Yes. So that's it.
Yeah,
Let me double
everybody
check.
telling me that the Bayou Classic is way better than attending any Saints game.
Let me tell you something. It is a tradition like no other. It is HBCU
It's voted.
excellence.
I think it's voted number 1 or number 2.
It is.
HBCU Classic.
It's the granddaddy of them all. That's why it's the only HBCU Classic that is on a national network. It's been on NBC and will continue to be on NBC. It is a spectacle. It is a spectacle. With that being said, it is 20 minutes past the hour. We're going to go for 10 more minutes. Elijah, your prediction. I need 2 predictions. First, who will be the SEC champions this year?
Dang, man, it's tough. I think I'm gonna have to. I live in the state of Tennessee, but I might have to go with LSU.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with LSU for the simple fact that I think LSU is super talented this year. Last year injuries really hurt them, but I think they got a run game that they didn't have for the past few years to help them out. They could play action off of that and go over the top, and then defensively, I think they have some corners, some, and they got that defensive line. I'm gonna tell you his name right now. Remember this? Write it down if you like. His name is Dominique McKinley. He is from Lafayette, Louisiana. And this dude has really shown up at the end of the season last year. And right now, he looks like a completely different player. Dominique McKinley, remember that man name, because he's going to be in the middle of LSU's defense, and he's going to be causing some havoc. But I think LSU is talented enough to win this one. Now, Tennessee
you don't pay attention to the signs.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna go to you, brother Bowtie, next. So we got an SEC champ. Who do you believe will be the national champion this year?
Texas.
Okay. Texas national champion, SEC champions, LSU. Brother Bowtie, same question. Give it to me.
Gators, SEC. National. You know what? It's gonna sound crazy for me to say this, but I actually think Georgia might go
all the way.
Yeah, I think Georgia might slip in. I don't know why, because I've been in Georgia a couple of times, so I've been seeing them build up their program, and I have a little friend who's his son playing at Georgia, but yeah, I don't know, but yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna mess both y'all heads up. SEC champions. I just got a crazy feeling, because I do not believe in Brian Kelly. Is Sarkisian gonna be the SEC champion? Texas. Now, because Texas will beat LSU, I believe LSU gonna come back and win the national championship, because that's the only way Brian Kelly gonna save his job. After he loses the SEC champion, the only salvation for him is the national championship, and that loss to Texas will be the one that LSU will sting LSU the most and put them in a place where from that moment on, they strictly business all the way up into that national title.
I actually was gonna say Texas though, because I was in the middle of Texas and Georgia, but Texas A&M, man, what I seen last year, man.
I ain't talking about the Aggies. I'm talking about them hook 'em horns.
Oh, the
Them hook 'em,
Longhorns.
hey, Sarkeesian, listen, Sark. Okay, look, and I ain't even talked about little nuances of you got to somewhere along the line really keep your eye on Ole Miss too. Because once again, Lane Kiffin, one of them sneaky coaches. When you least expect it, bip bop bam alakazam. Oh, here I am. So I'm just saying, it's going to be interesting. With that being said, let me start off with Elijah. Elijah, tell us about the podcast. Tell us what you got going on, man. Let's get up out of here.
Yes, Fitz Take is on every platform, listening in audio, YouTube, Apple Music, Spotify, Amazon. It is on every listening and visual platform that you have. Also, of course, we got some things coming up. Keep liking, commenting, subscribing. It's in the sports of it's a dead period right now. So things are going to slowly get out there. But right now, we're still uploading stuff to the channel, Daniel Portier, and some of the things we just uploaded about the University of Tennessee. So, but just things are going to just still slowly get up there as we try to get back in the sports season, which we're only five weeks away before kickoff. So for college football kickoff, so we can't wait for that. But we want to say thank you for the support and the love that you guys have shown us.
That part, brother Bowtie.
What it is, what it ain't, and what we gonna do about it. Let's talk about it. Let's do something about it. For those who interested in supporting me, support my Bowtie business, interested in buying a Bowtie, go to www.brothersbowties.com. If you want cigars, go to www.brothersbowtiecigars.com. If you're interested in following me on all social media platforms, go to Bowtie Untied. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, and I will start doing my own podcast and start going live probably today. But I started last night on TikTok, but pretty much on every platform, I'm gonna be going live and doing podcasts and stuff like that. Let me leave you guys with a positive note before I end it. You have already survived 100% of your bad days. Today is another opportunity to grow. So show up, and if this is a bad day, show them that you're gonna survive this one too.
That part, man, my dog. So listen, Elijah and Brother Bowtie, you can go to their podcast, their websites, everything that's about them. All you got to do is go to 100blk.com because I don't only talk the talk, I support my people. So they are on our website. All you do is click on their links and you can catch their podcast. You can support them. Definitely, Brother Bowtie, you can support everything he does. I got a couple of bow ties I got to be getting from them. And them cigars, man, them cigars. All right, family, it's time for us to get up out of here. Let me end like I always end. Always remember, I need you to be better today than you were yesterday. And I need you to, on purpose, show love to somebody today. Give them something that there's no earthly way they could pay you back even if they wanted to, because you just release it. Because believe it or not, the moment you do that, that's how you really open up the blessing flow to you. Always remember, please always remember that there is no secret, absolutely no secret what God can do. What he has done for others, he will and he can do for you. For when God is with you, nothing or no one can stand against you. We are broadcasting live on Facebook, Instagram, on YouTube. We'll be back tomorrow for Work It Out Wednesday. On the behalf of Alethea Crimmins, Sister Jax, Sean P., Elijah, Brother Bowtie, and yours truly, we are hashtag Truth Be Told, JD Live in the morning time, your early morning wake up. You be blessed. Have a great Tuesday. We up out of here. Peace.